West Virginia pretty much taking a look at what everybody has done so far. Here's an example, and we already highlighted this in the open, Terry, the difference between these teams and the difference in the approaches.
Well, I mean, Louisville, it's just they are so talented. They've got skilled people. They throw the deep ball. They have great runners. I mean, what are they, second in the nation in the number of scoring plays under 2 minutes? I think with 14 or 15 scoring plays under 2 minutes, they can score just very quickly. And now this drive is different, though, because it's taking the long drive, and they're really being patient. I think the game plan today was West Virginia, we know they're going to play back. They're going to play deep. They're not going to get burned quickly. And so Louisville is taking the intermediate to short pass and running the football.
They have a fine field goal kicker, too, if they need him, and Arthur Carmody. But at the moment, the Cardinals on a path to the end zone. Good patience. Oh, blown up that time. Big hit that time. We told you about him, Jamil Adai. And he came through to force the incompletion, bring up 2nd down and 10.
I mean, some guys just have natural recoil, natural explosion. Take a look at Adai right now. Number 4, safety, comes out there, sees the receiver, makes the catch. Now, he's going to make the hit because there's not enough right there. He has great explosion with his hips and with his legs and tackles through the ball carrier.
Adai's had 22 tackles in his last 3 games. That's not a tackle, but it's an important pass breakup. Brings up 2nd and 10, open. And that is going to be very close to the 1st down for West Virginia. Excuse me, for Louisville. Catch made by Montrell Jones, a former Tennessee Volunteer. Played a couple of years there before transferring to Louisville.
Watch the cushion that we have between the wideout and the defensive back. See how soft they're playing. They're so afraid of going over the top, throwing the fade. Makes the easy catch now. He's got to step over, maybe get the 1st down. Going to be real close, a little bit short, but that's the cushion. Now, as you get close to the goal line, you'd like to tighten that up a little bit. But you're seeing the strategy for West Virginia and how Louisville is attacking.
Would you think of this as 2-down territory? With Bush has stood up now. Based on the spot of the official on the far side, he got it. Mike Lorello stood him up. They're a fine senior, sort of a rover or bandit, whatever nickname you'd like to tag to it. One official had him at the 5-yard line. If that's the case, it's a 1st down, and it is.
And you mentioned something, you know, you said, is this 2-down territory? The fact that they faked the punt down here tells me that was going to be 2-down territory. They're going to get points. That's what they want to do. Look at the lineman come off the ball. And there's the power and size. Without that 250 pounds, I'm not sure he'd have got across that line of scrimmage.
Jeff Nochel was there also, the linebacker, number 59, trying to prevent that from happening, but now it's 1st and goal for the Cardinals. Trying to make it 27 straight games with a rushing touchdown, and they do. Michael Bush.
Well, folks, you just saw all of Michael Bush the last 2 plays. You saw all of Michael Bush. You saw a 3rd and inches, and he nailed him right up the gut, and you saw his speed right out there. Outrun the defense to the corner of the end zone. That's a tough guy to stop.
That is his 12th rushing touchdown. And they took a lot of time off the clock. This is sort of an anti-Louisville drive. This is what Rich Rodriguez wants out of his offense. Carmody on for the PAT. And there you see now, better than 50% of the time Louisville gets the ball on their first drive, they pound it home. Carmody at one point had 97 consecutive PATs. He had that streak broken against Florida Atlantic, but tacks one on here. Now we saw the Cardinals. Let's see if West Virginia can counter with their patient attack when we come back on ABC's College Football. You know, we talked at the top about how West Virginia had to be patient on offense. They haven't had the ball yet. Louisville goes the distance, in part to a fake punt run by Michael Bush. That man right there, he scores his 12th touchdown, and the Cardinals go 80 yards in 16 plays, starting at their own 20 after the kickoff was booted out of the end zone. Taking a look at our drive insurance from Progressive, and you pointed it out. We got a great look at Bush there.
Yeah, we really did, and the many things he can do out of the backfield, just as far as his size, combination with the speed. And remember one thing, West Virginia, a lot of the patience they have on offense is because they haven't been able to score quickly. Louisville has the ability to score quickly. That doesn't mean they can't have a drive. They said coming in they wanted to have patience. They wanted to take the ball and take the underneath throw. That's exactly what they did. I mean, it shows great maturity by Brian Braun. There's the ball. What's that, the 3rd time? It's
off the, it took West Virginia 2 times before they could tee it up. That looks like me on a Sunday morning. But that's just out of fear.
But so far, though, I would say with a short passing game, we see it's not a factor. I still think watch out for punt returns, kickoff returns. That ball comes down a little wobbly.
You've got Darius Renaud, number 2, and Vaughn Rivers back deep for the Mountaineers. That drive, by the way, ties for the 2nd longest for Louisville this year. They had a 92-yard one earlier in the season. This will be Renaud. Head over heels. He did not even get to the 20-yard line. He'll remember that one when he wakes up in the morning. And Sergio Spencer made the hit. Well, we are in Morgantown, West Virginia. I'm Dave Lamont, along with Terry Bowden and Trenny Kusnerick joining us from the sidelines. And Louisville, early on, coach, they live up to their reputation.
60-play drive. Here's the guy, Michael Bush. Here's him outside. We've already seen him run up the middle at 250. There's him breaking to the outside, outrunning the defense. Remember, there was a fake punt on the first drive that made that play possible.
All right, we're going to take a look at West Virginia's offense for the first time this afternoon. Quarterback by Adam Bednarik. And they'll come out throwing early and take a deep shot. Got a chance here and just overthrew his man. Incomplete, trying to hit Brandon Miles. Well, that's a little bit of a surprise from West Virginia. We show you some of the numbers for the season on Adam Bednarik, the sophomore, 6'2", 220 pounds. Bednarik, I should say, and I should know every football fan who thinks that name Bednarik, that's right. His second cousin is the great Pro Football Hall of Famer Chuck Bednarik. Very efficient. 3 touchdown passes, also a good running quarterback, as is his backup, or I should say co-quarterback,
right.
Pat White. Now you have a right-hander in Bednarik and a left-hander in White. We will see White, but Rich Rodriguez doesn't have any set pattern for that. And Louisville stuffs that run play that time as Preston Smith, weak side linebacker, comes up to make the stop. And you take a look at Elvis Dumerville that time as Steve Slayton, their freshman running back.
From behind the offense now, watch them double team. They've got the tight end over here. You see the tight end and the tackle double teaming Elvis, wanting to run right at him to set the tempo. They know what a good pass rusher is. They want to double up on him. Coach Rick Trickett, the line coach, to let him know that they're going to come right at him.
3rd down and 10. Elvis missed his chance there, but Bednarik's got some room to run. But he won't get the first down. They were waiting on him. It's going to be, you know what? I take that back, Terry. It's going to be extremely close. He got double teamed. Nate Harris belted him. I reserve the right to change my mind, don't I?
Well, you know what? Most quarterbacks would have run out of bounds. He turned his helmet up, shoulder pads upfield, and he turned it right into the defenders because, like I say, most guys, he knew the clouds. Watch the run here. He sees, he gets the pressure. He's an outstanding runner, much less a scrambler right here. Got great speed. He knows where the sticks are. Watch him turn right back up the field, take the hit. There's a chance he makes it off of that.
William Gay was also in on the stop. He was the one who had the shoulder in there trying to stuff him on the attempt at the first down. And he got it. Let's take a look at our Outback Steakhouse starting lineups as we show you after the 10-yard gain by Bednarik. The backs and receivers for West Virginia. The guy to watch for has already had 1 carry, although for no yards. The freshman Steve Slayton, he has emerged from a crowded field as the leading candidate as the #1 back here in West Virginia. Of course, they are missing Jason Gwaltney, who's out with a knee sprain and may be out for about a month. He had 3 touchdowns already this season.
One of the top recruits in the country. Everybody. I think Ohio State was the most disappointed. He could have gone anywhere. West Virginia got a great big back. This back right they've got right now, he is the guy that gives them, Slayton gives them some speed they haven't had.
139 yards last week in a win over Rutgers in the rain in New Jersey. And look at him, just wiggle through a hole. It didn't look like he was even there. He'll get that nearly to midfield. A great run by the freshman. Finally, Smith brought him down.
Number 6, Preston Smith.
All right, again, we're going to run the ball over the outside here. Watch the number of tackles he blocks. As he runs inside, watch the number of tackles he breaks now. As he makes the great cut inside, there he breaks one, there he breaks the other, and now he utilizes his speed. You know, West Virginia, like I said earlier, they don't always, there's from the backside. Watch the quick cut back inside. Right there's the quick cut inside, now uses speed to get outside. They would like to have a guy.
18-yard gain, and they'll take another deep shot down the middle again for Miles, and just a little bit overthrown. He had Gay with him that time, step for step. Let's show you the big offensive line for West Virginia and experience. We highlight Dan Moses. He began the season, Terry, as a guard, but they shifted him to center. They cite his intelligence and, of course, his ability.
Well, they want to be strong up the middle. The center is the most important position.
Louisville, of course, Elvis Dumerville, we have to mention him with his 15 sacks. Forced fumbles, he has 7 already, 1 shy of the NCAA record. Little option here. Flag comes in at the backwash of the play as Slayton got it into Louisville territory. Chad Rimpsey, the senior, makes the stop, but that flag went a long way, and we'll see if it's going to go against the Mountaineers, our first penalty of the game. Second penalty, I should say, first against West Virginia. And this play comes back.
Yeah, they threw it back behind the ball carrier. That's what, hey, it was to the line of scrimmage. but it was behind the run, and you hate the holding calls behind the run once the runner has broken beyond you.
Now let me ask you this.
Holding, number 19 on the offense, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat, second down.
Terry, if it's behind the play, why is it called?
Well, I mean, again, you don't know if the play's going to be tackled, he's going to reverse field, or he's going to fumble the ball. And again, that was number 19, Vaughn Rivers, a wide receiver. I don't know if he was really on the backside. He could have been downfield a little bit with the official.
And let's take a look at Louisville's rest of their defense. We don't want to slight this fine linebacking crew. Nate Harris out of Miami, Preston Smith, Malik Jackson, who took over for Brandon Johnson, who was benched following the loss to South Florida, and William Gay, their outstanding cover corner. He's already had a couple of good battles with Brandon Miles. They bring the blitz. And Bednarik trying to get to that edge. Well, he did. He did a nice job to salvage about 4 yards on that play. He ran about 30 to gain 4.
Oh, here's a late flag. Let's wait. That would have been a coverage sack. Let's wait and see. It's on the sideline.
I didn't see anything unusual here, but the umpire certainly did.
That late, there's a personal foul somewhere.
Looks like Dennis Hennigan, the referee, took that thumb and pointed it toward West Virginia.
After the play was over, personal foul, number 34 on the offense, 15-yard penalty from the end of the play. It will be third down.
Now that's Arlen Dorsey, number 34. And he is somebody who is on the bench. He is not listed even on their 2 deep. He is a reserve running back. So he must have said something to an official.
You know what happens sometimes?
Or to a Louisville player.
I've just said a lot of and I've seen it happen, and you hate it. Kid's over there pumped up for his team. He's not playing. Here comes the defender running upfield, and so it'll be a body shot, like a body shot, or push him so he doesn't get run into.
We have a look at this here. See what happens.
Right there. See him right there? That's it right there. Don't know if we saw what happened, but
he didn't hit anybody. He had to say something. Now look at this. 3rd down and 26. They'll screen it. Slayton. Flag down again. He falls down. Maybe got a yard on the play. Now this flag thrown across the field in front of the Louisville bench. Jackson was there on the defense.
When you do depend, let's wait to hear the signal, but when you do depend on the control attack, you can't play behind the chains like this with penalties.
Illegal formation on the offense. Only 6 players on the line of scrimmage. That penalty is declined. 4th down.
Now, how does that happen? That happens a lot, Terry, and I'm a little bit befuddled by that because everybody should be on the same page.
Well, I mean, quite often the receivers will move to one side to the other, and normally a receiver is not on the tight end side, then he goes to the tight end side, and instead of stepping back into the secondary, he stays on the line of scrimmage, and he covers up a tight end. It's when you move your receivers around, that happens.
Haskins is the up man. Mondrell Jones the deep man. See that unusual swinging door formation for West Virginia with the 3 men there, kind of in a bucket. And the rolling punt that Brady is very, very good at. He hammered this one. This will be Jones trying to get around. He stepped out of bounds at the 28-yard line. He had a chance to maybe pick up a few more yards, but he stepped OB. So Louisville went on a long drive, forced West Virginia to make a few mistakes. Now we'll see if the Cardinals can try to seize control of their explosive attack in the first quarter here on ABC's College Football. ABC Sports presentation of college football brought to you by Hummer. Check out the H2. Hummer, like nothing else. By Dr. Pepper and your local Dr. Pepper bottler. Dr. Pepper, one taste and you get it. By IBM. Become an on-demand business. IBM can help. And by Taco Bell. Think outside the bun. Take a good look at what they call here the PRT system, the Personal Rapid Transit. Terry, this campus is so big. You need a sort of a modified monorail to get around.
Yeah, I remember back, I guess, in the late 60s, early 70s when they built the PRT. It was one of the first of its kind in the country, a monorail going from the old West Virginia campus downtown to the new campus out here, the Evansville campus, that has just spread all out. This university has just grown and grown over the last 25 years.
And then they don't want to sit here, though, see this lead grow for Louisville after they put up an impressive 80-yard drive their first time around. Yeah, it's always a safe call to give it to that guy. He'll get a couple of yards that time, Bush, and looks like Kevin McLean had him down by the ankles. And, boy, we were impressed with McLean. We looked at him, both of us had our DVDs out, and he really stood out.